How y'all doing? Welcome back to my channel, Manifesting Greatness Now. Here I am again. I am a little bit sick. Unfortunately, a coworker that I was working with, we were eating food, he bought me dinner and whatnot, and he didn't tell me he was sick. So he got me a little sick. But it's okay. I'm here. I'm recovering. The health manifestations are coming to fruition. I already feel better since yesterday, so that's all that matters. But anyways, here's today's video. Here's the reminder for you guys. The reminder for you guys is to acknowledge that when you're manifesting something, right, and the opposite happens, it's fine, because the opposite happening is, in my opinion, from my experience and the experiences of the people that I've worked with and have helped over the years, when you're manifesting something, you're doing everything that needs to be done. What is doing everything that needs to be done? Staying disciplined, remaining mindful, saturating your mind with the idea of being happily married or in a romantic relationship, self-regulating when need be, connecting to your divine self, working on your self-concept, living your life, all these different things, right? When you're doing what needs to be done, right, you'll know you've impressed the subconscious mind, because you'll be in this place of confidence, trust, faith, naturalness, knowingness that the desire is done. Internally, you'll feel it. You'll know it. You'll experience it. You would have experienced it. You'll, in some ways, shapes, and forms, believe it, etc., etc. You're doing everything that needs to be done, and then all of a sudden the opposite happens, or the opposite's happening a little bit over and over, or quite a bit over and over, whatever the case may be, right? A lot of people will assume that means they're not on track or that it's not working, etc. And I get that. I totally understand. But actually what it means is, honestly, it's one of the biggest telltale signs that you're on track, because what it means is that energy is clearing out to make space for the new. The old reality is dissipating and making space for the new. The whole expression of out with the old, in with the new comes into mind. That's what it means. If you're doing everything that needs to be done. Now, if you're not doing everything that needs to be done, and the opposite's continuing to happen, I'm sorry to say this, but that is probably an indicator of you focusing on the undesirables over and over. Therefore, you're experiencing a bridge of events that's going to lead to you experiencing the undesirables. Remember, whatever is impressed upon the mind must materialize in physical form and must be experienced internally overall. But I'm going to just assume that you guys are actually doing everything that needs to be done. If you're doing everything that needs to be done and you experience the opposite, that's a good thing. Is it going to be uncomfortable at times? Sure. May it be a little triggering at times? Sure. Are there going to be moments where you may actually react? Sure. But that's fine. All of that is fine, because in many ways, shapes, and forms, A, that is a little bit natural, and B, it's natural, especially in this day and age, to assume that if the opposite's happening, you're not on track. Just do your best to discipline that. Is it a shame that something like that is natural in this day and age? Sure, but that's the world we live in. And it's up to us to make a change for ourselves within ourselves. We make changes within ourselves, and then we influence the world beyond in beautiful ways, shapes, and forms. Okay, but as far as you're concerned, when the opposite happens, it's a good sign that you're on track if you're doing everything that needs to be done. Is it always going to take place in that way? No. Is the opposite always going to happen? No. For many people, does it happen? Yes. Including coaches, your favorite coaches, including myself, including, your friends, your family, your coworkers. It's very, like I said, in this day and age, natural to where you're manifesting something, you're doing everything that needs to be done, and the opposite happens. Or the opposite happens a couple of times over, or more than a couple of times over. Clearing out the old, making space for the new. Out with the old, in with the new. So stop dwelling on it. Stop assuming the worst. It's a good sign, okay, that you are on track. It's a good sign because, like I said one more time, the old energy is clearing out. The doubts, the fears are clearing out and making space for that beautiful reality, that reality where you are financially free, in perfect health, romantically involved with the love of your life, etc., etc. And that is a beautiful thing. All right? Much love and peace. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Take care. Stay safe. Check the first pinned comment down below. And have a beautiful rest of your day. I'm going to go rest up.